Good morning, everyone. It is May 2nd, 2022. I'm just now getting into my rental vehicle. I always try to rent the same kind of vehicle that I own at home, especially in a different city, because, I mean, I could drive anything, even stick shifts in England when you're on the other side and it's just all backwards, but it just sucks. It's much better to have a vehicle that you're very familiar with to drive around. So whenever I go anywhere, I try to rent a Toyota Tacoma because that's what I own at home. So just a little thing I do. Anyway, we're in Seattle. We have to drive down to Astoria, Oregon, or Cape Disappointment, Washington, to get some black sand for my gold, the Impossible pay dirt bags. And then we are going to Astoria, Oregon, where I'm going to be staying the night, which is basically right across the bridge, right across the Columbia River. That's where, if you've ever seen the movie The Goonies, if you haven't seen the movie The Goonies, then I don't know what planet you're from, but definitely check out the movie with One-Eyed Willie. All that stuff was filmed in the Astoria, Oregon area. So maybe we'll go do a little bit of sightseeing once we get down there. It's about a 3-hour drive. And it's raining out. Of course, it's, you know, the Pacific Northwest. If I see anything interesting along the way, I'll definitely stop and check it out, specifically mushrooms or good coffee shops and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know if what the mushroom seasons are around here, like as far as Pacific golden chanterelles and everything. Maybe I'll do some research and figure out when they come up. If anybody knows, you could definitely let me know in the comments. But by the time you write it and I read it, it'll be too late. I'll already be back in Denver. I'm leaving tomorrow, so I'm going to stay the night in Oregon, in Astoria, Oregon, and then drive back tomorrow morning fresh. Come back up to Seattle to catch my plane back home. And yeah, if there's anything interesting here in Seattle or on the way down to Oregon, I'll let you know, and I'll probably film a little bit at Cape Disappointment as well to show you how I locate the black sand and collect it up and ship it back to Denver for the Impossible bags. So yeah, I am beat up, man. I haven't had a break. If you've watched my videos, I mean, every single day I've been putting out a video. Every single day I've been working as hard as possible for as long as possible, trying to get this studio and pay dirt shop, the pay dirt room and the guitar shop and everything all straightened up. And I'm not complaining at all. It's just a lot of work as far as like I feel like an old man right now. My knees are like hurting and my hands are like, you know, beat up and everything. So it's going to be nice to be able to just sit down for a day and drive and enjoy the day and tomorrow. So I'll have like 2 days of physical rest. What is this guy doing? Anyway, 3 minutes and 24 seconds into the video here. Anyway, good morning, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. All right, well, I'm about 50 miles from the destination, and as I was driving down, I passed this location that you might recognize from every single one of my more recent videos, at least in the past year, on my main channel, and that's right back here. So right back in there's an island with a tree on it. It's kind of hard to see from here, and the water's, it's low tide. When I took my drone up and flew by that thing, it was completely surrounded by water. But you'll see that in pretty much every video for the past year on my main channel. At the very end, during the Patreon credits, this is the spot where I parked and sent my drone up and flew by it. I thought it was pretty cool. Well, like I said, we're about 50 miles from Cape Disappointment. I got my buckets for black sand, and we're almost there. So if you've never been to Cape Disappointment State Park here in Washington State, it's the very southwestern corner of Washington. So it kind of looks like this. Well, it looks exactly like this if you were in a airplane or a satellite or a space station or whatever. This place here is called Benson Beach, and it's full of black sand, and that's what I'm after. It's really fine black sand, and there's actually gold in it. If you look down here, you can actually see the beach. So I'm gonna head down there and process some dirt, bring some back, ship it back, we're good to go. That's something you don't see in Colorado. Moss on the trees. If I get a chance, I'm gonna walk around and see if I could find any spraying oyster mushrooms. This time of year, you can actually find a lot of oyster mushrooms. And if you're lucky, even morel mushrooms. Right, when you get here, you have to pay to get in. It's only $10 unless you have a Discover Pass. So I asked the ranger in there if it was okay to pick mushrooms and take them out, and she said yes, of course. She said, however, sometimes they do have closures, usually before fall. So she said right now there's no closures and I could pick all the mushrooms I want. So if we find anything, we're good to go. And as far as the black sand, it's kind of a gray area. They keep changing the pamphlet. It used to be where you couldn't take, or I don't even know, but all I know is right now it's okay to take black sand, but only like a bucket or two. You don't want to be taking too much. I don't want to be carrying that much either. This stuff is super heavy. All right, let's get to the beach. All right, this may look familiar if you've seen my Washington State episode on my main channel, but this is all black sand right here. But there's a lot of blonde sand mixed in with it. I want to find some really nice black sand. So this is the Pacific Ocean. We're gonna go ahead and search around. The last time I was here, there was a good spot up that way by some big rocks over there. That big rock right there. There was a nice black sand pocket by it. Looks like we might get lucky. It looks like there's some right here. It changes all the time because of the tides, but this looks pretty good. I mean, the less I have to walk with this stuff, the better, honestly. But I am gonna go take a walk just to see. There's a few people down there, but that's all right. This place is awesome, guys. I recommend it. All right, so you can park right there and just walk over. And it turns from paved road into black sand, and then you're up here right on the beach. The first time I ever came here, that was the time that I filmed my Washington episode, and this is where the intro was filmed, that video. And these logs, the tide was a lot higher. The tide was all the way up to here. And I was filming the intro like right over there with the ocean behind us. And all of a sudden, like a giant wave took all these logs and almost crushed us. And that was my first experience here. Yeah, it's way low now. Guy with a bucket over there, maybe he's looking for gold. I don't know what he's doing. No, he's got a dog. Anyway, there you go, lighthouse. That's probably 10 minutes worth of video. So right now I'm headed back to Astoria. I'm gonna go ahead and get some lunch and get to the hotel. And if I'm feeling up to it, maybe I'll walk around a little bit and check out the Goonies filming locations. All right, little bonus footage here. I'm here. You can Google it, you can find it yourself, but if there's a geocache, search the high seas as the hint. So I would guess the geocache is gonna be hidden somewhere. I would guess magnetic on, or actually this is a really good spot right here. Is this it? Nope. Is this it? Nope. If anybody's ever seen the Weird Al movie UHF, you would get that reference. Is this it? Nope. Is this it? It's basically a blind guy and a homeless guy sitting on a park bench. And the blind guy keeps turning the Rubik's Cube and asking the homeless guy if this is it or not. And he just keeps going, nope. Where the heck is this thing? Is it even here? I'm gonna get kicked out of here. All right, I'll put the phone down so I could search quicker and not get thrown out. Let me check the difficulty. I can't find it. All right, so I just don't like putting my hand up in there. I got a bad feeling about this one. Now, what the heck, let's do it. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. Let's see what is inside the geocache. Logbook. There's the logbook. Some toys. And a nickel. All right, I gotta sign the log and we're good to go. All right, got the geocache signed. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, I don't have any pics, do I? Oh, actually, I think I do. I always carry something with me. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these pics in this geocache. These are the version 15s, I believe. Yeah, version 15. I wonder if the ORV has bullet holes. Oh, it does. Oh, cool. This is where the Goonies was filmed, like the very first scene. So, I've been to Astoria a few times. Sorry for the wind. I've been here a few times, but I never stopped up here at the Astoria column. It brings you up to the top of this hill. You can see that's Washington State. That's where we came from. That's Cape Disappointment over there. And yeah, I saw a bald eagle in that dead tree right over there, but he's gone now. Yeah, this place is cool.